You're watching Rurouni K95's anime review on Lupin the Third Farewell to Nostradamus. Hi Ruronis, this is your pal Rurouni K95 here. So today I decided to do another anime review just to cover, my anime review is just another follow-up on one of the Lupin the Third anime movie ones. Because I looked back on my previous Lupin the Third anime movies that I reviewed, such as Lupin the Third, The Secret of Mamo, and Lupin the Third, The Castle of Cagliostro, which ironically, Lupin the Third, The Castle of Cagliostro is directed by Hayao Miyazaki, that's why. So today, it's time for another anime review on Lupin the Third, Farewell to Nostradamus, the anime movie which came out on April 22nd, 1995, distributed by Toho Company Limited, and the production company was done by TMS Entertainment, formerly known as Tokyo Movie Shinsha. As well, the music was done by Yuji Ono. So let's start with our anime review. Lupin the Third and Daisuke Jigen steal a diamond and hid it in a doll. Though Inspector Zenigata attempts to catch the two, he fails and they escape on an airplane. While on the plane, a little girl named Julia steals Lupin's doll. Lupin chases her and she leads him to Fujiko Meets, who is chaperoning her. Correct me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Lupin tries to bargain with Fujiko in an effort to get the doll back, but their conversation is interrupted when the plane is hijacked. The hijackers land the plane at a nearby airport and request transportation and $1 million ransom in exchange for the women and children, as well as the Brazil national football team, who also boarded the plane, while Fujiko and Julia are allowed to get off the plane. Lupin and Jigen must stay on with the hijackers. Meanwhile, a man named Chris watches the commotion from a distance and activates the bomb the hijackers have using his watch. When the bomb starts counting down, the hijackers become startled, and Lupin, Jigen, and the rest of the passengers use this opportunity to fight back and escape from the plane. During the commotion, Zenigata arrives and makes another attempt to arrest Lupin and Jigen, but he becomes sidetracked when he tries to disarm the bomb. As Lupin and Jigen escape, Julia, still holding the doll, is kidnapped by Chris and his henchmen via the helicopter. Fujiko then explains to Lupin and Jigen that Julia is the daughter of Douglas, a nominee for President of the United States, and is worth $50,100. Meanwhile, a man named Riesli, the head of the occult known as the Nostradamus sect, speaks to the crowd of followers. He claims to have a book filled with the lost prophecies of Nostradamus, and recites one of his verses which he predicted the plane's hijacking. And actually, his book is a fake. The real one is in the safe on the top floor of the Earth building, which belongs to Douglas. However, Fujiko reveals that she took the job of looking after Julia in order to break into the safe and steal the lost prophecies of Nostradamus. The three travel to the Earth building, and Fujiko meets with Douglas and his wife Mary to tell them that Julia has been kidnapped, while Lupin and Jigen try to break into the vault. During all of this, Chris makes an appearance on TV and demands that Douglas drop out of the presidential race in exchange for Julia. Douglas refuses, saying that the kidnapping will lead to a sympathy for his campaign. Meanwhile, Lupin and Jigen fail to open the vault. Fujiko is kidnapped by Chris while driving through the city, searching for Fujiko. Lupin and Jigen come across Goemon Ishikawa, X Three Eyes, and convince him to join them. Goemon agrees to become because he is also searching for the lost prophecies. Lupin then makes a plan to get himself arrested and sent to Execution Island, a prison where Lupin's uncle Philip is kept in. He does this because Philip was the only person who managed to get inside the vault during Lupin's stay. Chris and the Nostradamus sect take Uncle Philip and use a machine to get inside his brain and extract the information on how to get into the vault. However, during the process, Philip dies. Lupin takes Philip's body and discovers that one of his eyes is a fake. He takes it out on and keeps it as something to remember him by. Speaking of which, after the mishap, Jigen and Goemon arrive in a helicopter and try to help Lupin escape, but Lupin is shot in the arm by Chris and falls into the ocean. The next day, Lupin wakes up on an island, is being nursed back to health by a boy named Sergio and his grandmother. While on the island, he discovers that Fujiko is there as well as but Sergio's grandmother says that she is really a handmaiden of the Nostradamus sect named Tanya. Lupin follows Fujiko to a cathedral where the sect is located. When he sneaks in, he finds out that Julia is being kept prisoner there, and Fujiko has lost her memory. Before he can find out anything else, Lupin has discovered that the sect and thrown them in a cell. Meanwhile, Jigen and Goemon believes that Lupin is dead and stake out a black market weapons shop waiting for Chris. He shows up with some henchmen. They partake in a short battle. Jigen attempts to kill Chris, but he gets away. After the fight, Lupin contacts Jigen with a device hidden in his tooth. He informs that Jigen that the Nostradamus sect is connected to the kidnapping, however, and that he is being held prisoner by them. While this is taking place, Julia cuts off a wristband that Fujiko is wearing and her memories return. Chris then meets with Riesli as their plan is revealed. As more people join the Nostradamus sect and their lies become the only truths, they plan to gain enough power to have the entire world bow down to them. Riesli tells Chris that since Douglas won't back down, that Julia isn't of any use of them anymore. An attempt on Julia's life is made, but Lupin, Fujiko, and Sergio help her escape as the sect closes in on them. Jigen and Goemon arrive and get them all out of there via helicopter, but Julia is kidnapped once again. They make their way back to the States and they try to come up with a plan to get into the vault. Lupin then recalls the fake eye he got from Uncle Philip and thinks that since the security system only recognizes the eyes of Douglas' immediate family, Philip must have used the eye to get into the vault. Meanwhile, the Brazilian soccer team is staying in the Earth building when Chris uses his watch to activate the same wristbands they're wearing that Fujiko had on earlier. The band hypnotizes them and they place several bombs throughout the building. Goemon discovers what's going on and informs the others about it. The next day, Riesli speaks to the crowd of people in front of the Earth building and informs one of the verses states that the skyscraper will explode, leading to the many people inside to evacuate during the commotion. Lupin, Jigen, Fujiko, and Goemon make another attempt to break into the vault. However, Chris goes against Riesli's plan and enter the building to steal the lost prophecies of Nostradamus for himself. Riesli chases him with a helicopter to stop him. Chris gets to the vault first and uses Julia to get inside, but inside the vault has a defense mechanism which creates an illusion that Chris is falling into an endless abyss. When Lupin and Jigen arrive, and Julia gives them the prophecies of Nostradamus, but Riesli meets them and threatens to kill them if they don't give them the prophecies. When Chris is still affected by the vault's illusion, he panics and activates the bombs with his watch. The bomb building is severely damaged, but is still able to stand. Jigen, Goemon, and Fujiko are separated from Lupin and Julia, but Douglas gets the parachutes to all of them, and they plan to meet up. The bottom, however, the vault's illusion is disrupted, and Chris comes to his senses, attacks Lupin and Julia as the Earth building continues to break apart. The vault collapses onto Chris, killing him. Lupin and Julia make their escape, and Riesli falls to his death. When the disaster is over, Julia is reunited with her family as Lupin and the others make plans to sell the Book of Lost Prophecies. Goemon discovers that Julia had doodled on several of the pages in the past, so no one would ever buy it. Realizing that it's now useless, they destroy the book, but Julia returns the diamond to Lupin, and they all watch as the Earth building collapses. So that's how I did my anime review on Lupin the Third, Farewell to Nostradamus. We all know there's the Japanese cast on there, such as Kiyoshi Kobayashi, Eiko Masuyama, and Kanichi Kurita, Goro Naya, Akio Atsuka, Osamu Saka, Fumidan, Hosei Komatsu, Joji Yanami, and Takaaki Hiyoshi, which are the original Japanese cast for Lupin the Third, Farewell to Nostradamus. But the English dub was done by Funimation in 2005, because this is another Lupin the Third anime feature film that I finally get to do a review. The third Lupin the Third anime movie review on this anime review, because I've already looked back on my previous reviews on Lupin the Third, The Secret of Mamo, and Lupin the Third, The Castle of Cagliostro, but I got plans for reviewing Lupin the Third anime TV series in its different jacket timelines in the nearest future anime reviews, I suppose. I really enjoy Lupin the Third, Farewell to Nostradamus, because it's probably my third favorite Lupin the Third movie, right along with my other favorites of Lupin the Third anime movies, like The Secret of Mamo, Lupin the Third, The Secret of Mamo, and Lupin the Third, The Castle of Cagliostro. That's why. Oh yeah, Lupin the Third, Farewell to Nostradamus is also referred to as To Hell with Nostradamus, is a 1995 Japanese anime film, and it is the fourth theatrical feature film in the Lupin the Third franchise. The North American release was done by Funimation. It was released individually and later made a part of the Final Haul box set from Funimation. That's why. The anime movie was directed by Takashi Shirato and Shunya Ito, who did stuff like Pride the Faithful Moment, his work such as Pride the Fateful Moment, Gray Sunset, Haku Jasho, Female Prisoner Scorpion series movie ones, as well as To Trap a Kidnapper. Many of his works he also did, because Shunya Ito directed the only anime movie, which is Lupin the Third, Farewell to Nostradamus. So that's going to be it for my anime review on Lupin the Third, Farewell to Nostradamus. Thanks for watching, but before we go, here's my quick thoughts. I have Lupin the Third, Farewell to Nostradamus on DVD in my anime collection, forgot to mention. Hope to subscribe for content. My anime plan link in the description down below. You can share this video on Twitter and Facebook if you have Twitter and Facebook account. If you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up by clicking the like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, RuRoniK95. Feel free to join my channel as well. And click on my notifications bell button. Check out my other previous videos that I uploaded as well in this anime review. Like, subscribe, favorite, comment, share on your social media pages on Facebook. Also, please leave a comment in this video. What are your thoughts on Lupin the Third, Farewell to Nostradamus? Please give this video a thumbs up by clicking the like button. Please subscribe to my channel, RuRoniK95. Feel free to join my channel. Click on my notifications bell button. Check out my other videos as well. And that's all I have to say for this anime review. So keep it otaku for this anime review on Lupin the Third Farewell to Nostradamus, because this is my new one. This is Rurouni K95 saying thank you for watching my anime review. I'm glad you liked it. I hope you enjoyed my anime review of Lupin the Third Farewell to Nostradamus. See you soon and have a great day. This is Rurouni K95 signing off, and thank you for watching my anime review on Lupin the Third Farewell to Nostradamus.